Hello, everyone, and welcome. So, in today's video, I'm going to be looking into the 8-8 portal, Lionsgate portal, which is the 8th of August, of course. If you want to look more into like the astrological significance of the 8-8 portal, I would recommend it. It is quite interesting. I'm not going to get into it today because we're going to keep the video focused on what this portal means for you in your own life. So, Spirit, what do you want this person to know about the 8-8 portal in their own life? What would you like them to know? Ooh, we have the 8. Oh, we got 888 now. We've got the 8 of Wands, accelerated motion. My God. All right. So this portal, and really interesting because see how there's a star? There's like a star up there. This portal is connected to the star Sirius, if you look it up, and also the Orion's belt and the position of the Earth and the sun being in Leo and all these things. So there's something feels like it's like in the stars for you. Like this feels like destiny. Stars make me think of destiny. Like it's already written in the stars, something that you are meant to experience. You were born to experience this. I feel like something is finally going to be moving forwards for you with accelerated motion. It's going to happen quite quickly as well. I feel there's something here about Spirit wanting you to, I don't know, I heard relax because something is already written. Like there's a message here about relax, something is already written. And I think this 8-8 portal, you're going to get evidence of something that's going to like help shift your perspective a bit. Like I feel like you're going to get evidence to really realize, that you're further along with something that you've been wanting to manifest, or you're making more progress than you originally realized. There's something where it's like you thought you were one way, but you're actually further along than you realize. Okay, so you thought you were somewhere, but you're actually further along than you realized on your path towards something. All right, we have the 2 of Cups, spiritual union. So there could be a real sense of the heart, I feel, for this 8-8 portal. Leo rules over the heart, and I've been feeling heart chakra activations in our collective as well. But this is giving me more about your destiny, okay? I'm really getting a really strong destiny activation for you in this 8-8 portal. Like there's something really significant about your destiny that you are going to be coming face to face with, and it's going to become really obvious to you. I'm feeling like something you are shedding, something that was holding you back. Like there was a block between you and what is meant for you, okay? Between you and what is meant for you. Spiritual union is between you and what is meant for you. It could be a person, place, or thing. But I'm getting this as like something that has been written in the stars. This is your destiny, something that you are always meant to experience. You are going to be coming face to face with it. See how they're face to face? You're going to be coming face to face with some aspect of your destiny. And I also am feeling something to do with your identity. Like some of you might be going through an actual identity shift, almost like an identity, like a death, like an ego death or something, some part of you that was like holding on to trauma and limitation that was keeping you kind of feeling stuck or small, that was holding you back in some way. I feel like it's actually ready now to be like released, or I feel like many of you actually are already in the process of releasing this. It's already being released. It's already being released out of your body, out of your energy field. It's already been happening. Spirit wants you to know that. Spirit wants you to know that that's what's been going on. There's been a release happening. Okay, you might be experiencing this through your dreams. You might be experiencing this through physical sensations, physical symptoms, like in your actual body. But it's so that things can start to move forwards now. Like I'm seeing something was in the way. Like there was some energy from your past, from some kind of like trauma-based energy, like that was really keeping you small. It was like a wound inside of you. It was really keeping you small, and it was keeping you separated from something or someone that you're actually meant to be one with. You're meant to be in union with this thing in your life. But for a lot of you, I feel like this is internal alchemy. Like some of you will know this is about a person in your life who you're meant to be with, and this is destined and things like this. And you might be noticing relationships becoming closer as your heart space opens and releases resentment and things like this from the past. Like I'm seeing a release of resentment, of holding grudges, of things that really no longer serve you, so that you can come more into love and union with the people in your life already. It feels like an ego death, okay? And I say that in the most loving way. I'm not saying that like the ego has to completely leave us or anything necessarily. I mean, I don't really know how it works, but I'm just saying there's some aspect of your ego that was that was trying to protect you, okay? Like I'm trying to say it from a loving place. It's like, because I don't read it as a bad thing. It's just that it was trying to like protect you and keep you safe. but it kept you in a certain narrative that was like keeping you small. And I'm seeing you're letting that go now. It's like you're letting go of, maybe it's resentment, maybe it's anger from the past, maybe it's literal wounding, or maybe it's a literal identity. Like I feel some of you might be going through a massive identity shift where you're realizing a new version of yourself is rising. A new version of yourself is rising, and it's rising fast. It's coming in quick, okay? Accelerated motion, things are actually speeding up. I feel like you thought that you were one place, but you're actually further along than you think. You're actually further along than you think, because it's sort of, Spirit's showing me, it's sort of like you had this block, like, and I'm seeing it as like an orb of light, like a ball of energy that was like trying to keep, it's like light. It was like an orb of light, like encasing around some kind of pain, some kind of trauma, some kind of experience, some kind of early childhood conditioning. And that wound is dissolving, and you're receiving that light back into your energy system. I'm seeing more energy coming back to you. I'm seeing as this light dissolves around this wound, around this pain, it comes back into you, and that wound is resolved. And then it's like that was blocking something from happening, okay? And then boom, you can come into union with that thing. You can come into union now with that thing or person, obviously. But for a lot of you, this is inside of yourself, okay? Some of you, this is actually a person that you're destined to be with, like a soulmate relationship. But for some of you, this is like coming into union with something inside of yourself that you've always meant to be together with. It's like a version of you that is fully self-expressed, that isn't being kept down, like weighed down by things from the past. I'm seeing a huge purging right here in the heart space, okay? That's what I'm feeling in your energy field, is like you're letting go of things that have kept your heart stuck and closed. I'm seeing that orb again. It's like surrounding a wound, trying to keep you safe, trying to protect you. This light surrounding a wound. And that light is being dissolved back into you because it's not needing to be there anymore. That wound is healing. That wound is healed, okay? Spirit wants you to know that wound is healing. That wound is healed. This light can return to you now. It can return to your energy field. And you're going to feel kind of like a soul retrieval energy, where it's like a part of you was kind of being kept in a way outside of yourself. It was being kept from you, and you might not have always felt whole. There might have been a part of you that didn't quite feel whole, okay? And then I'm seeing that once it comes back in, it's like something about your identity shifts, something about the way you see yourself shifts, some aspect of your ego defenses dies. It goes away because you don't need it anymore. And I'm seeing specifically something about bitterness, resentment, and jealousy. Okay, bitterness, resentment, and jealousy, and repressed anger and rage in the energy field. For some of you, it could also be connected to grief as well. All of those emotions have been healing recently, okay? And it's going to have shown up for you in different ways. It could be physical body, it could be emotional body. You could have been having it through spiritual phenomenon, through dreams, through psychic experiences, just thoughts, mental kind of messages. But this has been happening in your energy field. And I feel that this 8-8 portal, you're moving through it, you're walking through it, and you have a greater heart space than you ever have access to before. It's like you're accessing more of your heart space than you ever had access to before. And it's going to feel really good. And it's going to feel like all of a sudden something you can't even quite name it. Like I feel like for some of you, it might be hard for you to put your finger on, like, where was this block exactly in my life? But then when it's gone, it's like something feels different. Something feels like it's shifted. That's what you're going to feel. You're going to be like, something feels different for me. I feel shifted. And it feels better because you can more love. You're going to feel way more love for the world, for yourself, for others. And there's a forgiveness I'm feeling from past experiences, like, because I'm especially getting energies of resentment, jealousy, bitterness, like a bitterness that's like leaving your body. And yeah, you might kind of feel quite in love again. You might be falling back in love with someone, and maybe also a love for something that some kind of energy was like a bit stuck in your body, and it might have been making you feel quite tired or drained, and it might have like taken away the love of life or the love of something you used to love doing. I'm seeing like love coming back into your life, like this loving feeling of like, I love life. I'm so happy to be here again. Yeah, it feels like a real natural high, a real natural phenomenon. For some of you, this could actually be, like I said, about a love relationship, and I feel a deepening of this union. and like the alchemy that you create together. There's some like very special kind of intimacy that I'm seeing here in this connection, like a real unity. You might be having like psychic experiences. There might be really deep moments of intimacy and love and connection I'm seeing as well for some of you during this portal. For others of you, it might be that the energy has shifted in your heart enough that you're ready to now welcome in an actual union, spiritual union. Yeah, I'm really seeing that. So we're going to get one more card. Spirit, what would you like this person to know? We have the Nine of Swords. Suffering in silence. Yeah, there was some part of this suffering that I feel like wasn't fully known to you. And that's why I was sort of saying it might be hard to like place your finger on where is this wound or where has it gone? Like, but I keep seeing that orb of light trying to protect you from something that was very, very painful. And then when it's gone, it's like this freeing up of your energy field where you realize, that you're not angry at that person anymore. You're not bitter about this thing anymore. You're not holding on to the past and the narrative of your past as much. Like there's a loosening of that so that you can experience the present moment and experience more joy in the present moment. I feel with the suffering in silence card coming through, I'm getting a strong throat chakra energy now as well. Okay. You might want to check out the Activate Your Voice throat chakra energy healing, or also the Open Your Heart chakra energy healing, just from my store if you want some extra energetic support at this time during this portal. But I'm seeing something here about the throat chakra. It's like I feel that there was some aspect of your identity that wasn't fully being expressed. And I mean, identity is probably not even the right word, but it's like more like the essence of who you truly are. It wasn't fully like coming out of you. It wasn't fully like being embodied and like coming through you into the world. There were like aspects of it that were being like pocketed into these wounded parts. Like I keep seeing, I've never seen this image before. I really love it though. Feels really special, but it's like I'm seeing orbs of light. They're really beautiful, sacred orbs. And that's why I was saying, like, I don't feel judgment from this message. There's no judgment from spirit. It's like these orbs of light were trying to keep safe and keep you protected, the parts that were in pain, the wounds. But it created kind of like a disconnection in the energy field. There's like these parts that are like wounded and that carry stories and carry meanings attached to those stories. And then when they dissolve and the light comes back in, it's like you get more life force, you feel more whole. And these blocks don't manifest any longer in your life and how things come in for you. I'm seeing specific blocks in the throat chakra and the heart chakra during this 8-8 portal dissolving. And so the energy is coming back to you. I feel like that's also what this card is saying. With the 8 of Wands, this is talking about being able to move forwards and also having the actual energy to move forwards. I feel like some of you might have been going through a bit of a, I want to say, challenging time in the last few weeks of the sort of the period leading up to when you received this message. You might have been extra tired or had an extra drain on your energy. Some of you might have manifested physical illness in some way. And I feel all of that has actually been this internal alchemy where you've been freeing up more of your energy field and becoming more whole. When I say shifting of your identity kind of makes it sound as though we can create it or construct it ourselves. But what I'm trying to say more is like your true essence, your true self, your most authentic self-expression. You're becoming more embodied into that and more whole as to the person that you've always truly been and you've always meant to be. And it's been your destiny to be. Again, for some of you, this new authenticity and sense of self will be shared within relationship with somebody else. And it will feel really great. Gotta say that. It's going to feel really, really magical and special. But for others of you, this is a union within yourself where it's like you're coming into unity in general inside. There's a unification of body, mind, spirit of all the parts of you. And like I'm seeing now many orbs popping and dissolving as these wounds are healed and this light can return to you. It feels very sacred. It feels very spiritual. And some of the time when these orbs of light return into your body, it's like you receive more of your own soul's energy, you receive more of your own light back to you. You're going to have awareness, you're going to have recognition, and you're going to think like, wow, this, I really feel at peace. Like you're going to look back at a situation that maybe always triggered you, always made you feel angry, always made you feel some kind of way. And you're going to realize like that you healed it, that you don't have that same energetic charge, that electrical charge of like anger or resentment or bitterness or jealousy or hatred. It's just not going to be there. And you might even search for it inside of yourself and be like, well, it's not here. I can't find it. Where's it gone? And that's a sign that you've healed something. Or you might just feel more love for people in your life and be like, wow, I really, really cherish this person. I really love this person. Or you feel really close to this person. You feel gratitude for the people that you have around you, or for yourself, for your connection to spirit. It's like I'm seeing blocks to connection dissolving. Yeah. Feels really nice, you know? All right, I'm going to get you one last card from this deck that I forgot the name of. But all the decks that I use are always linked in the description box below, okay? All right, so Spirit, what's a final message for this person on this 8-8 portal? Ooh, we have home help. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage to ask for and accept help from you, the angels, and others in matters regarding my family and home. Okay, so we got a lot of messages coming through now, okay? So some of you might have been unhappy at home, might be living with family or people that you're not resonating with, and that might have been causing a suffering energy or a mental anguish energy. Number one, I'm feeling to pray about this situation, as this card has a prayer on it. I'll get it to focus so you can read it. I feel that actually for some of you with this home situation, you could actually be a lot closer to shifting it than you realize. Spirit actually kind of wants you to know that for some reason. Maybe there's been a feeling of, I'm seeing the silenced energy where it's like you might feel like even if you ask for help, nothing will happen. There's I'm feeling that silent, feeling a really intense energy in the throat chakra now, where it's like you might have asked for help a lot of times and it wasn't given, or there might be a feeling within the home life or within the family of origin of having your voice silenced. I'm feeling a really strong silenced energy here. I would really recommend checking out that Activate Your Voice Throat Chakra light language healing from my store if it resonates for you, but it would energetically help with this energy that I'm feeling. It's sort of like, have you ever had a dream where you can't speak, or you need to call for help and you can't get any sound out, or you're trying to get through to someone but there's no sound, or you're screaming but there's no sound? I'm feeling a silent scream here, and I feel that there's trauma connected here to the family of origin, not feeling heard by the family, not feeling seen by them. Okay, so Spirit's saying that sometimes when you have trauma from early childhood conditioning, you can kind of project this onto the relationship with Spirit and kind of feel like, oh, Spirit never listens to me, Spirit never going to be there for me, kind of thing. But that's actually coming really from an illusion of Spirit. The relationship with Spirit is a totally different kind of thing. The Spirit's not our parents. It's a different kind of relationship. So anyway, I'm getting that something might be able to move forwards for you in regards to your home, especially if it's in regards to relationships in particular. If you're oh, I can't live with this person, or I can't live with my family anymore, or something like this. I'm feeling something about having hope about this, because there's more. You're closer to an outcome than you think. Okay, continue to be surrendered if that's how you've been. I feel like some of you might have been trying to make peace with the way you are, to be well, I can't leave, so I have to be okay with where I am. It's Spirit saying to continue that, but to also recognize that there is help. There's help available, because this is a card Spirit wanted to come out of all the cards in that deck. I wasn't expecting this one, and then it got all these new messages coming through about it as well. But the other message that I'm getting about this is, if it's not your actual literal home, the place you reside, then I feel that it's about something within your body. Remember how I was feeling all these orbs, right? I was describing the orbs, and then the light dissolves and it comes back to you and you feel whole again. You're having this integration energy of your inner world, and you're coming more into wholeness. I feel that your actual physical body, your actual physical vessel is going to feel a lot more like at home. You're going to feel a lot more at home in your body. This portal is marking some kind of a shift. Some of you, it might even be appearance, like glow up, like having some glow up in your appearance, or having some shift in your like body weight or composition of your body or something like this. For some of you, it's physical health issues, resolving some kind of chronic pain, maybe getting better. But I'm feeling again the help coming in from God, from the angels, to really help you with your home, your sense of home, whether that's actually the place you reside. For some of you, that will be what Spirit's referring to, and you'll know. But if you're like, no, I like where I live, or I'm happy with my home kind of thing, then I feel this is more about your physical vessel. Keep in mind that when we have actual emotional trauma, it manifests very much in our physical body. There is there's no distinction, like everything is sort of unified in our body. So even if we have something that maybe wounded us emotionally, that doesn't mean that it doesn't show up physically in our physical symptoms. So for some of you, I'm feeling like something about you might have been a bit sick lately, or been having chronic pain flare-ups and something. And Spirit's saying that this is, I feel, actually connected a lot to your childhood, and to energy that's wanting to now be like released. You know, it's like it's ready to be released so you can come into the truth of who you are, the wholeness of your being. The truth of who you are and the wholeness of your being. It's ready to be released so you can come into the truth of who you are and the wholeness of your being. And Spirit and the angels, your guides, guardians, ancestors, are actually helping you more than you realize with this trauma release. I know sometimes it's not fun or easy to go through trauma release. It can be a very, very hard thing to stay with, but the result is really powerful. And that's what I think that you're going to be feeling at this 8-8 portal. All of you are going to be feeling the return of light in your being, increased energy levels from that light. Light indicates the life force coming back to you. You're going to be feeling a lot of love in your heart for those around you. And for some of you, there might be the opportunity to move home, to have your home life improve, or to have your physical vessel feeling more at home in your physical vessel, having a relief from pain and an integration of past pain so that it doesn't have a hold over you anymore. So you can really just be who you've come here to be without all of these stories from your past lingering in the present moment. Okay, that is your reading. It was truly a joy to tune in for you today. I also did just release a new light language clearing tape. It's called Clear the Way, and it's super, super powerful one for basically, as I was channeling it, I was called to direct light ahead of you on your path. So this is like a practice you can also just do in your own life, but it's really powerful, like way clearing kind of spell where you direct your own light like forwards in the path. So that's what I did when I channeled this healing. It was like really to clear the way, and to help, especially if you're feeling burnt out, or just like you've had to keep going, like running a marathon and then another marathon and an ultra marathon. And I know that Earth and the density here can feel like we're just constantly running marathons with no relief. So this tape can really help. If you want to read more about it, I'll link it in the description box below. And I also would recommend, based on the energy that I was picking up in this reading, if you resonated with the reading, you might also really resonate with the Open Your Heart light language track. That's one of my personal favorites. And the Activate Your Voice light language track, that's also one of my personal favorites. That they are for the heart chakra and the throat chakra, okay, separately. And yeah, there's a lot going on in your energy field. So if you've been feeling kind of like, whoa, kind of like crazy, kind of like chaotic, kind of like, whoa, why is all this stuff going on? Oh my God. It's actually a good sign, okay? It's actually a good sign. Things are shifting. Light is returning to you. Your energy levels are going to be increasing again. I'm just seeing really positive energy in your heart space where you're going to be able to love life and love the people in your life more fully and freely. And love yourself as well. Gotta love yourself, right? All right, that's all for now. I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.